Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. You made it to episode 15 of Talk Troopers. If you'd like to drop us a message, head over to talktroopers.com. Otherwise, enjoy the show. All
There we
right.
go.
See, now later I can watch that back and see what it looked like. Yeah, so I'm
There
looking.
was seduction there.
When I'm looking this way, that's my monitor, but my camera's down here. And my clock is right above it.
Whoa, thank God you enunciated that one.
What? Cock?
That's the one. What's that thing?
It is a portable handheld from Radio Shack.
Oh, where'd you dig that one up?
I was at an antique store when I went to see my mom over in Menominee.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Oh, yes, you got your Last Action Hero figure, you bastard.
yeah.
Man.
YouTube people can't. Well, YouTube people can see it, but
Well, they heard what I said it was.
yeah. So it's, I got, the funny thing is I almost didn't get it. It was at the comic book store where I got you all those Dick Tracy action figures.
Yeah.
They were big. They were dolls. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go look. And they changed the store. There was nothing there. There was other figures like up-to-date kind of Marvel stuff. And I'm not into that stuff. Nothing against it, but it's just not my thing. And I'm like, all right, whatever. And Ross was kind of looking at him. He likes that stuff, though. And I'm like, all right, well, as he's looking at it, so I'm like, wait a second. And I turned around, and there was another case. And the only thing in there was that Arnold Schwarzenegger Last Action Hero. And I'm like, oh, I don't care how much it is. And it was only $10.
I'd have bought it. Damn it.
Yeah, I was pumped. I didn't get to make it to the other store, though. I had my nieces with me, and they were good. Nothing against them going and stuff. It's just I get really nervous having too many. Like, my kids are older. Christ, Ross is 21. Kendall's 17. I don't mind having them in a toy store because they know what a collector thing is compared to a non-collector thing. And when kids are around toys, I don't blame the kid. You can only put so many toys around a child, and I don't care how good. Hell, you can only put so many toys around me, and I don't care how well behaved I am. I'm going to start going, all crackhead and twitchy and stuff. So, so I didn't get to look for the, because I always look for, when I'm at Target, I always look for Ghostface and Creepshow. Is it for you for NECA?
Yep, that's two of them.
Yep, and I was there the other day. They didn't have them.
I know, I got two more I got to look for, too.
And then I always look for Dick Tracy figures. What are the two new ones?
Oh, it's a two-pack. It's Laurie and Loomis from Halloween 2.
Okay, now I know I didn't see that. I would have noticed that. Oh.
I still can't find that Raphael Casey Jones movie two-pack either.
I haven't seen that either. I've seen pictures of... Oh, well, the Loomis one I saw. You sent me, I think, the picture of the Loomis one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's... I always look when I'm at Target. Once again, still looks like a grenade had been off.
Always.
I actually just watched a video on NECA today, and it was talking about, and I don't have nearly as many as like you do, so you'll have more experience with this than I do. I just have the, I got that Toonie Terror one, which is not really a collectible, it's more just a toy. And then I have the Bruce Campbell one, which is really good. Or not Bruce Campbell, Ash Williams, but, so it's, I posed it and put it up on the thing, and away it's been ever since. But I didn't know this. Apparently, they have a really bad habit of breaking. There's stores that even have policies where they will not take a broken NECA back. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, some of the joints, because they articulate so much.
Yeah.
If you bend it away, it cracks. But I mean, you're gonna get that with an articulated toy.
Yeah, I guess there's people out there that have said, like, take a hot air gun to it first if you really want to articulate them into a position or something. And I guess NECA's stance on it is don't take them out of the package, which I know some people don't do that. I take most of my stuff out of the package. Last Action Hero is still in the package, and so is my speeder bike, snow vehicle, Hoth, Luke. And then I do have one Luke Stormtrooper in the package. I bought two of them, though. So I could have one that I opened.
All my NECAs are on display. I took them out.
Well, they look too good to leave them in the box.
I know, I couldn't. They're just too awesome. And for what I do, I don't like make big dioramas or nothing. I just pose them. I have Jason holding his weapons and Michael Myers holding his weapons. They don't need to be dynamic.
Yeah, that's all I do too. Sometimes if I have two characters that are related, they'll look at each other, but
Yeah.
nothing out of that. I'm trying to think of what I ordered recently, and I got two of them. I've been doing that a lot lately. If it's not too bad, I'll get two of them. Oh, I got Mando. I always call him Mando. Mando's not his name. That's just what everyone called him because he's a Mandalorian. He does actually have a name. It won't be here till July 5th, but it's the how do I describe it? The
Oh, that vintage
vintage style, the retro style, yeah.
with the plastic cape.
Yeah, the vinyl cape and then the 3.75 style.
Yeah.
So I got two of those because I figured, one, I want to open one up. The kid in me cannot not open one, but then
Yeah.
one of them I'll put on my cork board. It'll be decoration. And then I also got, so they have it's like a mix between the 3.75 and the Mission Fleet, those littler guys I have. But it's the size of the 3.75, but it's more of the cartoonish, which sucks because the Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker is freaking awesome, except for his cartoonish face.
Sure.
But where it does get away with it is the Boba Fett. And yeah, that's not going to come through, but it
I've seen
basically,
him.
yeah, it basically looks just like the Mission Fleet Boba Fett, except it's the 3.75. And one of the things you get away with trooper styles is the articulation points are hidden with the armor. And that sucker that's coming out, and that one, I say it's only $10. When I was a kid, they were like $1. But I won't get that one till December 28th. But I know I'm getting it. I bought it.
Rather than July.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the other one's just pre-order. Well, my Mando helmet, that's not coming until July either. I bought the Black Series Hasbro helmet.
Yeah. Oh, I figured you would. When I saw that, I was like, oh, he's got it already.
Well, the orange and white guns you can get? Like I got Han Solo's gun, I got Stormtrooper, because I want to paint them black and, just side prop things. They got Mandos. It's 42 inches long. I don't know how big the actual shock rifle is because the Nerf one that's coming out is 52 inches long, and then there's someone who on Etsy built one that's 60 inches long. I'm like, son of a bitch, I hope it's not 60 because mine's 42. I don't mind it not being exact because I only paid $30 for it, even though it's probably only worth $10. But that's the typical Ruby's Halloween white and orange. But it comes in 3 pieces because of its length. And from the reviews I read already is once you get it to fit, it will not come back apart. And it's hard to get the fit together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scuff it up, shoot it with black paint or brown paint, dirty it up a bit to give it a wood look, and then I'll articulate all the areas with paint, tape off, and do that. But once I have the helmet and stuff, and since I'm trying to do a Star Wars theme for Halloween next year, I'm thinking I'll wear the Mando stuff then. It's I don't know, I love it. I actually am a huge fan of The Mandalorian so far. I
haven't seen it, so I can't say. But
it's not it's what it's what we deserve. It's
wow.
Spit it out.
No, some of us got what we deserved with the sequel trilogy. I'm just saying.
The sequel trilogy? I don't think we got what we deserved.
Oh, some of you did. You 40-year-old. I only accept the original, unaltered, non-special edition. Original trilogy is Star Wars canon. You bitched and whined for 12 years about the prequels, and then you got the sequel trilogy.
What? I was okay with the prequels.
When I say you, it's your generation.
Oh. You're not that far behind my generation.
I was 1 year old when Return of the Jedi came out, so.
Were you really?
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I am old.
I still have a stuffed Ewok.
I think I've told you this story. My neighbor's aunt sewed the kids Ewok costumes. They were freaking amazing. I kind of wish my kids were young again and I could dress them as Ewoks. I think you were in line somewhere, I think at Comic-Con. I think Ross was with me. Or maybe I just took a picture and I was just on my own taking pictures. But there was a dad dressed as a stormtrooper and his kid was dressed as a Jawa. And that should have won a... I mean, they were both dead on. It was awesome. I love that kind of crap, though. I didn't even get my... Well, you did... No, there was no cons this year, was there? Or did you go to an Ace?
No, they didn't have any this year.
Yeah, because they didn't even have Kitsune Con up here, which I usually
probably
just...
never will again.
You don't think so?
Nah, that stuff's all done.
Oh, I think Kitsune Con will still happen. But that one's a little different. That's not so much around, like, there's not really much for vendors and stuff. It's more of it's just a geek convention. But I go for the arcade. They fill a whole room up with, like, PlayStations, Nintendos, just tons of crap. And it's kind of like the Midwest Gaming Classic, but on a much, much, much smaller scale. But I can only play one system at a time, so. There is an arcade bar, though, which I think I might have told you about already, on Washington Street downtown where we go drinking.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it.
Yeah, there's one down there, so yeah, I gotta get you up here so we can go do some of that stuff. One, watch Mandalorian, go to the arcade bar, play a shit ton of video games, drink.
Shop,
yes. Christ, that's quite a bit right there when you think about it. Because by the time you get up here, there'll be 16 episodes of The Mandalorian, so that'd be probably roughly around 10 hours in itself. Video gaming, that might be around 10 hours in itself. Shopping.
well, we don't sleep anyway, so what's the big deal?
Oh my God, I might look like I don't sleep, but I do fall asleep nowadays. I sleep really well actually now. I didn't for a long time, now I do. It might be the Advent calendar. We have a wine a day Advent calendar.
Well, that'll knock your ass out.
Just a half a well, it's a glass of wine, but like a half a bottle because they're small bottles. One glass, and that's my melatonin. I'm good with that. The only problem is you always get the crap wine with those, because wine, there's not very many good wines in my opinion. There are good wines though. I have found out there is. I just drink crap my whole life whenever I'd have any.
I don't know shit about wine. I don't like it.
I was the same way until I went wine tasting. And I'm like, oh, there's some good stuff here. Like there was someone one of the couples we went with, she goes, here, Rich, try this. You'll like it. And I was like, oh, I can drink this. So then I started experimenting more with different types and stuff. And I'm like, oh, there's some good wines. And man, Jack Daniels has nothing on the kick in the ass that some of these wines have.
Oh, please.
Oh, I ain't joking. The problem is it goes down like Kool-Aid if you have the right one. And, oh my God, it'll tear you a new one the next day, though. Your head just is split wide open. It's just horrible.
Isn't a wine hangover an indication that you were poisoned?
Isn't alcohol in general poison?
I think to different degrees.
I've never heard that before, actually.
I thought I heard that somewhere. That if you're hungover from wine, you've actually been poisoned.
Really?
Maybe I heard it wrong. But
You heard that from a religious zealot.
No, I didn't.
I
heard they call the guy in the street corner a religious zealot.
They're the most religious of them all. That or they got Bluetooth in their ear and they're just talking to someone named Jesus.
Sure. But no, I thought I heard that from some wine guy. I could have been wrong.
You know what? You probably did, but they probably meant it in a snooty way, like good wine won't do that to you.
Well, I'm sure, because if usually somebody talks wine, I tune out just like now. I was saying something completely different.
I've repeated it like 5 times to you, and you still aren't listening. What's going on here?
Wait, what are you talking about now?
I don't remember. At PSP.
Hey, now we're on a topic.
I posted a picture online too on my Twitter account. Of course, no one ever answers me on Twitter because I don't say anything that infuriates them enough.
Ask about the PS5 Pro that's supposedly coming out already.
Oh, I forgot about that actually. No, it was for $40. There was a handheld that looked just like the Vita, and it was Android though. It was an emulation device, and I was asking people if it was any good because it was 4.5 stars with over 400 reviews. I was tempted to actually get it and load it up with games, and then I remembered, oh wait, I carry an emulation device with me everywhere. And I have a really funky controller that actually snaps to it, making it look like the Switch. So I was like, all right, screw it. The Switch. You know, I only played the Angry Video Game Nerds game. I got it all right here. A couple times. I gotta play that again. My back catalog's so freaking large.
And now with Cyberpunk coming out.
I won't be able to play that for a while. So it turns out, and I guess it makes sense, I can't play Cyberpunk at the same time Ross has played it. And to anyone who's listening who's like, well, you shouldn't pirate shit. Go fuck yourself. It's a library account, so it's all completely legit and legal. But since we have a shared account, though, like that, I can't play it and him play it at the same time. I can play Far Cry 5 or something else while he's playing it. So, I mean, that's fine. But I got a feeling I'm not going to be touching Cyberpunk much. Because he's almost done with school for the semester also. And he'll play the crap out of it. I got a feeling he's going to enjoy that game. And I'm fine with that because you know what? I gotta touch the Switch some more here. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it, they say. So
That's what I hear. That's just why mine went to live with somebody else.
You just went to a tortoise home?
Yeah. I mean, there was nothing to write home about in the first place, but geez, that looked like something.
Yeah, just gotta slap yourself in the butt hard enough, make it pop back out.
Well, it wasn't negative 50 degrees every day now.
Yeah, it was 50 out today. It was beautiful. I was wearing shorts
today was the
outside.
next day. Yeah, and then Saturday maybe like 12.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that sucks ass. You know what's funny? Same temperature in my basement all the time, pretty much. I don't know. It's not funny, but
What's the point of leaving the house right now?
there isn't any.
Which is why I like to go out.
Yeah. I did go to the mall the other day, and I don't know. I mean, if people want to wear the mask, I don't give a crap they wear the mask. I don't want to wear my mask. I wear glasses. They fog up. And then there's people out there like, well, put tape up there. What? That shit's going to fall right off. I itch. I touch my face all the time.
Put tape up where?
If you tape your mask high, like some people do Band-Aids and stuff, it keeps the air from flowing up that way. And it does work. I tried it. It fell off right away. I mean, I have atopic eczema because, you know, it wouldn't be a good day if I didn't have something wrong with me. And so I have lotion on all the freaking time. I mean, I know it looks like I'm just shiny and beautiful, but no, that's actually prescription lotion. It's stuff that won't stick to me. I'm Teflon.
Why? It wouldn't stick to me either. But why should I have to go through all that bullshit?
I'm not going to. But it was fun being at the mall and seeing all the old people just don't wear their mask.
And they look at you like, what the fuck are you scared of, you little punk?
There was one lady, though, that kind of caused a scene. I only caught the ass end of it at a Hot Topic. They wouldn't let her in without it. And I do still apply to the tennis shoe rule. If someone asks you to come in their house but take their tennis shoes off, you have two choices. Don't come in their house or take your tennis shoes off. So I do apply to that. If the business wants me to wear a mask, it is up to me. I don't have to shop there. So I do wear it. Inside in my head, I'm like, this is effing stupid. But I do wear it. But as soon as I'm out of that store, I pull the thing off.
Well, was it a mall and Box Lunch and Hot Topic had, I think they were letting like 4 customers in at a time.
Oh, that's heavenly. If you can get in.
I don't get in. And there's a line of 20 people there. That's not happening.
Oh, really? Oh, see, now when we walked up, someone was walking out and they're like, yep, you can go in. And I'm like, this is awesome. I'm going to take my time because I got in here. And there was no one bumping into me. That part I love. And then Bed Bath Beyond. How the hell is that store in business, first of all? They don't sell anything good. Oh, well, unless you're a female. But that store always has an effing line. I don't get, and they're like, oh, it's all 20% off. Well, it's all marked up 100%. So, yeah.
It's just a bottle of water that smells like a flower.
Yeah. I could fart in a jar. Will you give me $50 for that?
You know what? I bet you Kuiper could fart in there, and with all that smells, it would still tamp it down.
Oh, I don't know. Kuiper's farts defied logic.
No. What I meant was it would tamp down the flower smell. It would overtake it.
Oh, gotcha. You're saying Kuiper's fart would win over Bed Bath Beyond's permeation.
There's no doubt in my mind. After what happened in the parking lot that one night, there's no doubt in my mind.
God, that was so bad. Yeah, and then once he started counting, you knew what was going on after a while. He's like, oh my God, he's counting the seconds till it hits. It's because the first couple times he counted, I'm like, what? But, oh, that gross bastard. Gotta love him. Yeah, I'm a firm believer, like, if you're not moving a product and you need to move it, go ask Bed Bath & Beyond to sell it, jack its price up by 40% and tell them to mark it down 35%. And that crap will sell. I just don't get it.
It's a good business model. It works for them.
Yeah, I mean, that place is always busy. But I heard their customer service is phenomenal. How they don't get ripped off left and well, they don't have anything anyone would really want to see. Well, I shouldn't say that. Everyone goes there. Their checkout counter is in the far back. How they don't just get completely ripped off is beyond me.
Are you talking about Bath and Body Works?
Yes. How did I say all that so wrong, but yet you still knew what I was talking about? That says something about you.
I, well, I'm trying to think of Bed Bath & Beyond. Their cash registers are up front.
I'm talking about the smelly place.
Yeah, that's. What was the one I
No,
said before?
that's Bed Bath Beyond, isn't it?
I think it's Bath and Body Works.
Bath and Body Works. Yes. The sad thing is you still knew though.
Because it's in a mall. I've walked past it.
Sure.
Where do you think I get my lotion?
I've been in there. I can't say anything.
You have a wife and a daughter.
Oh yeah, I can. I absolutely hate that freaking store. It's not that I hate the store. I mean, no, I hate the store. But the problem is there's nothing for me to look at. Like I'm just stuck there.
You have to walk past it at the mall to get to GameStop. That's why I've been through there.
Do you? Where is it in the...
At Southridge, yeah.
Oh, I haven't been to Southridge in years. Not since we all worked at Sears. Which, God, that was an eternity ago.
Kind of was, yeah.
Yeah, we got a home goods store up here now, though, which is a Sears-owned store. And then the old Kmart on Mayfair by my old house, that's a home goods store, too. So they're slowly creeping back.
Whoopee.
But they're so overpriced, it's ridiculous. Well, I miss Craftsman. Of course, you can buy Craftsman anywhere now.
Yeah, don't they have that at Home Depot?
Home Depot might be the only place you can't buy it.
Oh,
They got it at Lowe's. They got it at Menards. They got it at Ace.
Menards, I think that's where I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of it at Menards, but they got some at Menards. Lowe's sells quite a bit of it. And then Ace is pretty heavy in it because Ace, I think, was the first to get licensing to it. They actually bought the name. And I've actually been going to Ace when I can a little bit more than normal. Well, not more than normal, just more than the other places, just because the Ace here is locally owned. I think they're all locally owned. I think it's just franchised. And then I'll go to Home Depot because my dad works for Home Depot. And then I'll go to Menards if I have to after that. I don't know. I've been soured towards Menards a lot lately. It's funny because I used to work for Menards and I enjoyed working there. But I don't know. Everyone has a horror story. Well, not horror story, just a bad story with the rebates. I actually have good stories with the rebates. So, but I've never had a problem getting a rebate back. Everyone else I know has problems with them. Of course, I never send rebates in. Angie takes care of all that. I'm not smart enough to send shit in.
No, you just forget.
Yeah, I'm forgetful. I gotta write that crap down. Menards rebates. Sounds dumb to put that in the tags, but you never know.
So we talked about it for 3 seconds.
It's in there. You just gotta find it. At one time, I thought of time indexing everything, like having in the show notes, having a thing saying, at this time, we talked about this.
That's ambitious.
Oh, my God. Well, my notepad is, it's filmed with timestamps and stuff, and I'm like, nah, screw that. Then I started only timestamping if I knew I was going to do an image for it, or if we swore and I was going to edit it out. Life's been a lot easier since I stopped doing that. It's so much easier to post because I've been so busy. I'm like, oh, my God, a week went by, and I haven't posted anything. So I'm like, oh, I got to get that up there. And then the other day I did the 13th episode, the Unlucky 13. I'm like, oh, this is the last episode we have. I'm like, crap, when am I going to talk Scott? And I'm like, oh, wait, I'm done with school. So yesterday was my last day of school. Well, for the semester. I mean, I got to go back next semester too. But because, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Apparently.
I have an engineer title. I don't know why I would ever move the departments I'm in, but I get restless. I want to learn a new trade that I'll never use because that's what I do. It's all good.
At least you have the knowledge.
Actually, well, I'm learning programming, which I knew some programming already, but I'm learning more programming. That I can use. Well, actually, I program things at work as it is anyways, but That I can use outside of work though, because I have all these Arduino chips and stuff, and it would be cool if I build R2D2 to have some control logic in it, not have to remote control it. I would like to have it be able to have a LiDAR system and be able to recognize my driveway and just roll around in my driveway without having to actually pay attention to it. It ain't gonna happen, but it'd be nice. Ah, water, it's so tasteless.
It is, but it's necessary.
I've been trying to drink more of it. I've been drinking the crap out of water lately, and I've noticed the difference. I realized for a couple of weeks I didn't drink any water, and I was dried out. I felt like crap. It's amazing how quickly you can go without drinking water, though. Like I think I had 2 cups of coffee, a couple Mountain Dews today, a Coke and stuff, and next thing you know, I'm just like, I don't feel so good.
There's the coffee.
Oh, man. I don't know if you just need to get stuff moved out. Coffee's a job, and I don't eat Big Macs anymore, so... Yeah, I'm going to write poop down.
There we go.
Yep.
Because this episode hasn't been quite enough of a disaster yet.
No. In fact, if anyone made it this far and they're listening to this, because YouTube favors the algorithm of comments, everyone should just go in the comments and just type in poop right now.
The first one that we did was much better than this one.
Yeah, I look back at some of the other ones, and because I'll turn them on in the background, and listen to them.
No, I meant the first one we did today.
Oh, you'd be surprised how well they turn out afterwards.
I'm just saying this one is just aimless. The first one was solid.
Oh, you mean in direction? Yeah, this one has direction. It's towards that dumpster fire over there.
It doesn't help you. If people are watching this, be like, wow, this guy can't even stay away from the own shit he's saying. Why should we watch him?
Oh my God! Yeah, do you see these bags in her eyes?
And those aren't bags. Those are official ballot holders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, this one's got a couple for Biden in it, and this one's got a couple Fs for him in here. Oh wait, they both have Fs for him in it. My mistake. I turned my light on behind me this time though, so, and of course people listening don't know what the hell we're talking about, but that freaking baby up there, it's less creepy with the lights on.
It's still kind of creepy, but yeah, a little less.
Yeah, this will freak out people if they're listening through speakers. If they have an office light, maybe it won't. Alexa, turn off the office light. There we go. Oh my God. So I looked directly into the light waiting for it to go off.
That's smart.
Yeah, not a good choice at all. That didn't make much of a difference because there's so much light back there. Well, that sucks. All right, I'll just turn it back on. I guess I could just reach over and push the button.
Oh, well, what is this, the Middle Ages?
I know. That was a stretch. That hurt. Oh, I forgot. I have one of those Echo Shows. It's an 8-inch screen. It's basically a tablet with a actually surprisingly good sounding speaker. I love listening to music through it actually. But it's the Amazon device instead of the puck I used to have. Well, I still have it somewhere, but now it's a tablet. So when I say things like to turn it off and stuff, it comes up on the screen and I can actually do everything on there. I actually like that little bastard. It gives me little facts all day, things I didn't need to know that now I know. Temperature, the time. I can watch Tubi on it, which I never watched Tubi before, but it said I could do it, so I did it.
Or not to be.
Tubi. It is to be, let me tell you. Tubi, I thought it was not to be. It is to be. So I like animated DC shows, cartoons, whatever. They got them on there. There's a commercial once in a while, but no big deal. Yeah, Tubi TV. It's free. I think it's free. I don't know. I'm not paying for it. And it comes up there. I didn't tell it to do it legally. In fact, it offered it to me, and I just said yes. But, yeah, it's actually, I think you can put it on your phone, too. There's a lot of good stuff on there. I'm pretty happy with it. It's staring at me as I stare at it. It's got a camera on it, though, but luckily there's like a slider thing on it that covers the camera. So I cover it up all the time because I don't trust anything. I got Lego devices I've snapped together that go on top of all my cameras in my laptop.
Yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird about that, which is funny. What's that?
I got paper over mine, usually.
Yeah, I usually do like a post-it note because then it won't permanently stick on it. But I found the Legos are nice because you can just slide it over then. It's, I don't know, I'm really weird about privacy for someone who has, Echo devices all over their damn house. Even my glasses have them built in.
Bezos already knows everything about you.
Well, I'm counting on the fact that because he knows everything about me, he realizes he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. And,
That's it. Just be so boring that they don't want to follow you anymore.
yeah, exactly. And anything I might remotely say interesting, I post it on the YouTube anyway, so. What are we going to do about that? Bezos writing that down. Yeah, it's,
No, wait, there's a knock at the door. Excuse me.
he's not here. Yes, he is. We can see him. But he has the camera slider closed. There's 2 cameras in there. It,
You think we only have one cam in your house? That's adorable.
yeah, that one is a decoy. I do have the Ring camera security system too, so that's hooked up to Amazon. In fact, Amazon owns Ring. It's kind of neat though, seeing when people come up and drop stuff off. Because right now, Amazon pretty much lives here. I don't know. Bezos should love me. I know me as a single person doesn't make a difference in his day, but with enough of me's, I'm why he's rich. Well, along with enough of me's, but.
There's also some shady reasons he's rich, but we won't get into that.
Well, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I'm why his ex-wife's rich.
Yes.
Because she's getting Amazon. Cause I think she sold a lot of it.
She said she gave a lot of it away, but who knows if that's real.
Yeah. She's kind of snowflakey, but she's polite snowflakey. She's like, doesn't get up in your shit.
Yeah.
It's that whole effect where you've either gone so long without having to worry about money, or you just never had to worry about money that you have no real grasp on reality on what things are worth.
Hey, she stuck it out long enough, and she got she got her equity back tenfold.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, she's got enough money where she never has to chrome polish anything ever again. God, I just think of basketball or basketball every time I say anything like that. With Jenny McCarthy.
Yep. Yep.
She was hilarious. I love it when she's trying to lay carpet. My God, I'm writing down basketball just because I want to watch it again.
Yeah, that's one that I've adored since day one.
Yeah. Or when Yasmin Bleeth, before she turned into a dreadful hag, was in the locker room and they're just swinging around with their junk out.
Yep.
It's just hilarious. You couldn't do it. Well, you could probably do that one. But there's a lot of stuff they say that you just can't do that. Like the fact that they get away with what they do in South Park is amazing. But I think it's because they did it for so long that during the transition into everything being offensive, they were kind of sheltered from that because they never stopped. Like that's their norm.
Well, also, they don't give a damn.
Yeah. And they don't need to.
What are you gonna do? Come after him? Yeah, right. You'll be in the next episode.
Yeah. Or they'll kill you off.
Yep. Hey, Chef, how you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, Chef. Whoever thought they would have got rid of Chef and then...
Because, well, as they said at the time, so we're allowed to make fun of everybody on Earth except them. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. And they do. They make fun of both sides. They
make fun of everything on Earth, everything and anything.
Yeah, that's why it's funny because you don't know what's safe. Well, nothing's safe. That's the
Nothing's
best
sacred.
part.
That's the way it should be. Nothing is sacred.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you about. How do you feel about Starfire's new kid?
Part of me is like, oh, the comic book industry's going down, and I see that I'm like, it didn't happen soon enough.
Who's the dad?
Nobody knows. That's what everyone was asking. It's like, so everybody assumes it's Oswald Cobblepot from Batman Returns.
I saw that. It was so funny in Starfire Plus Penguin, and I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I thought that was a meme. I didn't think people were really thinking that.
Well, everyone's like, okay, so Starfire's this smoking hot Kandorian alien, right? And then she poops out this goth nugget, and you're like, well,
Goth Nugget. I gotta write that down. Goth Nugget.
So either this was a very recessive gene somewhere in her history, or she passed out in the wrong goddamn bus stop because She was attached to Dick Grayson. There's no way Starfire plus Dick Grayson equals that.
I'm as straight as they come, and Dick Grayson's doable. Come on now.
There's no way that pair is making that.
Well, didn't they say the best-looking people make the ugliest kids?
So I should be supermodel parents then, eh?
There's a gorgeous guy in there somewhere.
No, that's just, he's buried under all the flab and awful personality. That, you know, I watch your boy Zach and I watch Ethan Van Sciver talk about this stuff, and I almost laughed myself into the coma because it's like, this can't be real.
There you go.
Is it any good?
Haven't tried it yet.
Angie brought me my daily wine and cheese.
Hey, a cameo.
Hi, Scott.
Hi, Angie.
He said hi. Gouda with herbs. Ooh. Pot cheese. Oh my God. Hang on, I gotta go get some Kleenex. That was good. Oh, yeah.
That was Gouda.
God damn. Woo. So we have an advent calendar of cheese and an advent calendar of wine from Aldi's. So I'm not expecting a lot from the wine. I shouldn't say that. Their cheese is fantastic. They got a lot of good food there, actually. But
I have a bourbon advent calendar.
from Aldi's?
No discount liquor.
So it's but the cheese and wine are supposed to go together with each other. I gotta say, I've been liking the cheese a lot more than the wine, though. My God, that was good. Gouda and herb. I'm writing that down. So it's funny you make the Gouda joke because I say it every time I go to Door County now with the because we go with two other couples for the wine thing every year, and I always make that stupid joke all because one of them did, and it sticks in my head, and now he says things that make me say it. I have become kind of more of a cheese snob than anything. Like cheddar. I never realized, I knew they aged cheese differently. 2-year-old cheddar is amazing. 3 years old is really amazing too, but it's harder to find 3-year for some reason because it usually jumps to like 5-year. 5 years too sharp, it's too much. But, oh God, I love cheese. Frickin' love cheese. I was born for Bloody Marys. You got
Well,
vodka.
I can't stand Bloody Marys. It's all because of the tomato juice.
Yeah, that's pretty common. You've been drinking the wrong Bloody Marys, though.
Yeah, if you can get me one without tomato juice, I'll drink the hell out of it.
I could make you one you wouldn't hate. You might not like it, because if you don't like tomato juice, you might still not like it, but you wouldn't hate it. Or you might even actually like it, because if you make it right, you don't actually taste the tomato juice, really.
Well, I've yet to have one, so that I couldn't.
Well, now I know what we're drinking. Bloody... Writing that shit down, too. Mary.
And after I accidentally dump that one into the sink, I'll have something else.
No, I'll make you two.
Well, that one fell into it. I was a menace.
Well, I'll make you one without tomato juice then.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Just vodka with a meat stick in it. I'm good to go.
Well, I won't tell you what's in it. It'll look like tomato juice. It's not tomato juice, though.
Well, that's fine. I can do cranberry juice, Clamato, whatever.
Clamato.
V8.
Oh, actually, I don't mind V8.
Better than tomato juice.
Oh. Oh, no, I don't. Okay. I thought you meant like you didn't like the V8 and stuff. I don't make Bloody Marys with tomato juice. I usually make them either with Clamato or V8. Yeah, no, I don't use tomato. No, tomato juice itself is gross. It needs some kick to it to be good. I mean more than just alcohol.
Nah. Just sullies the water.
Water?
Oh, alcohol starts with water, don't it?
Oh. It comes with that. I don't like
What's
buying
the
I don't like buying my alcohol dehydrated.
All these freaking concoctions that people come up with, it takes away the taste of the booze. Why in the hell would I want to do that?
See, you like Jack and stuff like that, though. I don't like that. I like Captain, but I don't. The only whiskey I like actually straight is Canadian Club, CC. I don't know what it is. I like that stuff.
Well, Jack can be sharp. I think you might like Gentleman Jack. It's a little smoother.
I've never had that. I think the problem for me is I got so sick. You know, everyone has that one booze. I have two of them. For me, it's Southern Comfort and Jack. I got so sick off it. And I've tried since then. Because I'll drink it, and I'll be like, yeah, this is pretty good. And then my brain goes, no, it's not. Remember that time your face was in the freaking toilet? Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't make it to a toilet that night.
See, I've always been able to get back on the horse. I've never had one that's like, oh, put me off forever. 'Cause I can still drink tequila and vodka and all that shit. And
I can drink those. I've gotten sick off those too. But Southern Comfort and
well,
Jack, just, they were horrendous nights. Well, they were embarrassing nights also. There was a mixture of things.
it wasn't just one then. Yeah. Hey, I can't be any more embarrassed drunk than I am straight up sober. So.
Trying to think of an example.
I've actually done better stone cold drunk.
See, I always make an ass of myself when I'm drunk every time, so it's hard to
Well,
say.
you also lose cameras and phones.
Oh, I lost my Jedi hat last time. Pretty upset about that. That was my favorite hat.
That sucks.
I got that at Comic-Con. I have not seen that hat anywhere since then.
Where the hell did you lose it?
I think I left it in the hotel I was at. Because I remember wearing it the next morning. I could have swore I remember it. See, you always start questioning yourself when you thought you knew something, though. So I'm wondering if I left it in the... I called the hotel. They said they don't remember it being there, but... So
As the guy's wearing it on the other end of the phone.
Yeah. Well, then I thought...
No,
well,
we didn't find that.
So a bunch of my lights came on in my green Jeep, and I had to drop it off because I was near the dealer I bought it at, and I bought a warranty on it. So I dropped it off. So I thought maybe it was in there, but then I went to go pick up the Jeep the other day, and it wasn't. That was the first thing I looked for. It wasn't in there. And then I had to drop it off again after driving it 5 miles because I think they turned more lights on my dashboard. So then I had to go take it back. And they said it's done again. They didn't say why on the voicemail, so I got to call them because I'm not going to just go pick it up until I find out what they did on it. Because when they told me what they did on it the first time, I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm not a mechanic, but I do have an auto body license and did have to learn a few things. And everything you fix have nothing to do with what went wrong. But, hey, what do I know? So I went and picked it up. That was a mistake. They don't listen to this podcast. Only you and I do. I can say what I want.
Yeah, I don't care. So if they do.
That's true.
You didn't name anybody.
That's true, Jeff. But yeah. That'd be awesome if they actually listen to it. But it is what it is.
Oh, God.
What?
That overused bullcrap. It is what it is.
Well, it is what it is. Fucked up situation. It is what it is. It's wow, we have really been random on this one, and the funny thing is, it's been 42 minutes of random. Is that 42? I can't freaking read a clock to save my life.
Well, we were going well until you got the cheese and wine delivered to you, and then it just we were starting to get back on track, and then cheese and wine delivery came by.
Hey, I gotta eat. And when you eat, you gotta have drinks. I don't want to wither away to nothing. I mean, half of something, but not nothing.
Well, yeah, okay, I could drink. Oh.
Jesus. Is that a big enough bottle for you? Is that bullet? Is that bullet?
No, this is gentleman.
Oh.
This is the 175.
That's an ounce. What are you talking about?
Well, that's all that's left.
I don't drink alcohol in the house very much. Well, I mean, other than the wine. I'll have an occasional Bloody Mary here and there. That's about it. I don't know. I used to like having a Bloody Mary and watching the football games, but I don't know. That lost its edge. Of course, it's not completely its fault. Being in school also made a difference, too, because I was always stressed out about getting my homework done and stuff. But that's kind of gone. Now I can play some video games. I'm going to play... I think when I go to bed, I'm going to take the Switch with me and play some Angry Video Game Nerd. I know he's not listening to this, but if he is, he should be happy to know that I'm taking him to bed with me.
Now, ooh, look at you. You and James can drift off.
Yes. It's from what I played a couple boards. I kind of like how you can select a couple different boards, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. It had good reaction time. The graphics were very 16-bit. Everyone's always about the 8-bit, but I kind of like how this is more of a 16-bit, kind of a what do they call that Castlevania style where it's Metroid also? Metrovania, I think they call it, or something like that.
Okay.
There's a term for it. That or I just heard one person say it, and I assume there's a term, and I've been spreading false lies ever since then.
Yeah, it works.
Hey, the media does it, so, we're good.
What the hell?
I squeezed that in there. I'm pretty happy about that. Putting it in that. Media lies ass off. There we go. I don't really write that fast. There we go. And I wrote it in pencil. I actually got a lot of stuff in here. Holy crap. We got toys, NECA, wine, masks, Bed Bath & Beyond, Menards, rebates, poop, Tubi, Bezos, basketball, Starfire Kid, Golf Nuggets. I fucking love Golf Nuggets. Gouda and Herb, Bloody Mary, AVGN, Media Lies Ass Off. It's a good list right there. It might have seemed random, and it was random, but we got a lot of stuff in there. It's all good. Yeah, I should look up to see how much that Last Action Hero figure is.
The one you got?
Yeah, because that is an Arnold one with the right shirt and everything. That is an impressive one that I got. I'm pretty happy with that purchase.
I was the one with the jacket. He's got the jacket on.
Oh, that'd be a good one to have. Yeah, I'd be honest, I was surprised it was $10. I thought it would have been at least 20.
There is one that's worth pretty much like $100 some because it was never officially released.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
I don't think I have anything like that. Oh, I do. I have
You have the one Ash.
Yeah, Ash. But he signed it to me, so I can't ever get rid of that. Not that I would anyways. That's why, to me, it doesn't really matter how much it really... I mean, if it is worth something, it's kind of neat to know it's worth something, but overall, it doesn't really matter because I don't
I'll
resell any of my stuff. So it's kind of like these stupid little Mission Fleet guys. They're not worth crap, but I like them. I like how they pose. I like how they look. So to me, they're worth it. And I always have them up by my desk because when I'm on meetings and stuff, I'm messing around with them. Like with the... like I got a dry erase board on the one side of me. I'm always drawing crap. Then I just take a picture of it, erase it, good to go. I have problems. I get really bored during meetings.
I think everybody does.
That's true. They do suck. I even got a thing of slime that I play with because a couple of my Lego store Lego guys, or not Lego store, my dollar store Lego guys came in slime. But it's really gross slime. But I get to play with that sometimes too.
Why would they come in that?
What's that?
Why do they come in that?
They were zombies.
Oh, okay.
So they
Well,
come with slime.
ask a stupid question.
It does. It'd be honest, it still doesn't even make sense when you get them. But they did. It was neat. I don't know. It was $1. I got slime for $1 with a Lego guy. It was awesome. I liked it. Then I got... then I found out they had more Lego guys for the zombie pack. They have machine guns. So now I have an army. And they're all taken apart over there, but yeah, I got a lot of toys around my desk. I have issues. But it's all good. I need more toys.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you need some NECA stuff.
Yeah, if they would stock it, I would buy it.
Can't you just buy it off their site?
I want to find it myself.
So it's part of it's the hunt.
Yes.
I do like walking into a store and maybe that's why I kind of started liking the Mission Fleet stuff. I didn't know it existed. I just walked into a store and it was like seeing that, albino deer. You're like, oh, I knew there was deer, but I didn't know there was albino ones that I could see.
And plus, it's only Star Wars stuff that they stock with regularity anymore anyway, so might as well.
That's even, it's even getting hard to find those. Like I went to Target the other day and they had a few new Black Series. And I'm just like, these are old Black Series again. Did you guys find these in Rocco's hiding spot or something? And then, I had to say Rocco. And, and then the Mission Fleet, there was, I'm trying to think of what there was. There was Ahsoka, which I already had. I don't know what there was. All I know is I had them all already. Oh, Boba Fett and Chewbacca. I'm like, I got these already. Which surprised me too, because I figured Boba Fett would actually, I would have thought that would have been hard to get. They had a Mandalorian one with the speeder bike. That's a bigger box, so that's $14, I think, or 19, something like that. And as soon as I saw that, I bought that right away because I'm like, there's no way that's lasting. And that one I did not see for a while after that, but now I see them again. The Millennium Falcon, though, I cannot get my hands on that thing.
No, I'll look again when I'm there.
Yeah, let me know if you see it. But I only look at Target because I got the right
What's the
card.
point in looking at Walmart?
Well, Walmart's where I first saw them. I got the Mandalorian one from Walmart. That, and they have some Playmobil stuff that I want, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on. They have the Ecto one.
All Walmart ever has are the lightsabers, the Black Series Baby Yodas that they have like 1,000 of, and then sometimes you get the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary vintage ones. Other than that, you're not finding anything there.
Yeah, they have those Baby Yodas are everywhere.
One of these days, you're gonna be able to walk into the store and get a flat of them for $5.
They're still full price. They're still $10. I'm like, I'm not paying $10 for that.
And wait till after Christmas, they'll be clearance.
That's true. Well, they're already doing. They're way over there. So I bought. So Target does the Galaxy Edge stuff now, at least some of it, and I like R2 units. Well, I shouldn't say R2. I like all the R units, R2, R4, R5, whatever. But I like the droids, and I got they're $10 for the little droids though. I'm like, which is funny. I'll pay $10 for one of those other things. I don't care about and I love droids, but for some reason I find $10 a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah, you know what you want to spend.
But they were doing buy two get one free, so I got 3 droids for $20. God, that sounds like a lot now that I say it out loud because I just ordered 5 Mission Fleet people for $20.
I don't know that Galaxy's Edge stuff. I don't even think anybody knows it's Star Wars because you walk by and it's not selling.
Well, no, that's why they're sticking them in Targets because it wasn't doing well at Disney World even. People were going to Disney World and not buying the crap.
It's not doing well at Target either.
Yeah, well, and it's little boxes of I mean, the nice thing about the droids is their scale size to the 3.75 inch figures. And it is kind of, I got an R5 unit, which is funny. I would never want an R5 droid. It's basically an R2 unit, but it has a clear dome. But as the little figure, it's kind of neat.
The one thing I'd buy out of the Galaxy's Edge would be those Coke bottles that look like a bomb.
Yeah, freaking my director went and got one and brought one back to our security manager. I wish I would have known he was going. I would have asked him to get me one too. But when you see it in person, it doesn't actually look that much like a thermo detonator. I mean, yeah, it's a thermo detonator, but because it has the lip you drink out of and stuff.
That's still look cool. I don't know.
I was gonna say go on Etsy and just buy one from someone who made one that looks real. I'm actually pretty impressive with Etsy. What did I get off there? Oh, I got Obi-Wan's lightsaber. Because I have that thing about the skinny neck thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one. It's 3D print. I had to paint myself, but I do know that. And of course it won't ever get painted. But I have it. So I got that.
That's the first step, which is nice.
Yes, yeah. It's always good there. I'm going to write down lightsaber because that's always good.
It always comes up somewhere in here.
I do. Well, I know I'm a broken record because I always talk about Star Wars, Stadia, and something game related. I did squeeze in comic books though because I asked you how you felt about the Goth Nugget. Yeah, I can't. I saw that. I mean, you know what? I'm not in good shape. I'm no freaking superhero either. Well, not that anyone knows about. But I don't know. I mean, it's that thing where somebody just, I don't care if you wrote it. It's the fact that you're expected to enjoy it.
Yeah, you're supposed to celebrate this thing.
That's what it is. You're supposed to celebrate it, and that's the problem.
And if anybody has an issue with it, you are labeled this and that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which it's not for me, so go for it, but I can comment on it.
Exactly, yeah. I'm completely cool it ever got written. If it fails miserably, though, don't turn around and blame people. I mean,
No, they will.
Well, they will, yeah. It's kind of like the movie Clerks. it was funny because it poked fun at everyday life, and it was well written, and it's funny. But if what they're doing is not poking fun at everyday life or anything, they're trying to normalize something into a non-reality situation, and that's what I don't like about it. It's
You,
everything
you,
I
read-
do is escapism. I don't need reality.
you they write that to dare people not to like it.
Oh, yes, they want to be perpetually offended
Hmm.
because then they didn't fail. It's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, there's a built-in excuse for why this didn't sell.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I'll be honest with you, I sometimes wonder if they even like it or if they're really just doing it because they know it's going to piss people off.
You got to wonder sometimes, but it, it happens. I mean, you wrote it. It's out there for the niche that doesn't buy that stuff, and then you're gonna cry that it fails. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been proven. It's been proven that these perpetually offended people that demand this stuff don't buy it.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, it's kind of like Cyberpunk. They're giving you everything you want, and you're still finding something to bitch about on it. It's,
Well, yeah.
they're all upset about the chick with the big dick on the front, on the poster. They're like, what's the problem? That's exactly what you want. Well, that's not the way we wanted the trans thing. What the hell? You can make a character any way you want. Like when I was setting up my character today, I did a dude. I did one with a bitch bun and everything because that's what I have. I kind of make him look after like me a little bit. At least I try to. And I mean, I don't give him the gut I have. Once in a while I do actually, but I didn't.
My me character had the big fan.
My me character did too. I nailed my me character though. That looked
Oh,
just like me.
mine looked pretty good.
It, but I mean, with the Cyberpunk, even though I picked it obviously a dude, and I went through there and did all the stuff, it did ask what kind of voice you wanted. And I listened to both because I do have a high-pitched voice. I thought maybe the male version would be a high-pitched voice, but not, because it says feminine, it doesn't say female. And I'm like, oh, if it is high-pitched like mine, I will take it. And it wasn't. It was obviously a chick voice, so I went with the dude voice, not just because I try to market my character after myself. And as much as I can with a little more studliness. But, all right, a lot more studliness because it actually exists. But I'm like, it is, to me, I kind of miss the days it was just like, just pick a freaking character and go. Because I spent so much time making that character, I'm like, why? You don't really ever see yourself in the game. It's all first person, so.
Unless you're looking in a mirror somewhere, or
It's funny to say that I started out looking in a mirror. The first thing you get to do is either take a shot or set your nose. Because your nose is broken.
oh,
So I set my nose, and even still, I kind of like cringed when it happened. And then I never got to take the shot. I was like, damn it.
so well, there's a lesson there.
Oh,
Never
take
give
the
them
booze?
well, that too, but never give these people what they want because it is never good enough.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You're always going to fail in their eyes. And the thing is, you didn't even fail. They're just perpetually pissed off for the attention.
No, you didn't fail at all.
It's, I told you about the experiment I did on Twitter, right? Where I posted a positive thing every day for 30 days.
Yeah.
And I was so sick of it by the end of it because nobody replied. No, and then I don't need that that validation from other people, but it was still depressing to know that really I got no feedback. And then while you're doing this, you see all these negative twitches and you're like, oh my God. I mean, they get so much feedback on it. So I actually did consider I should go negative for 30 days and see what happens. I guarantee I'd gain followers and I would get tons of responses. But I'm like, you know what? I don't want it that way. I don't want to be that person who's I mean, I make bitch comments once in a while. I'll admit it. But I don't want to be that guy who's intentionally out there just being pissed to be pissed. I make enough bad comments as it is.
That has to be exhausting to live your life that way.
It was exhausting doing the positive ones. I can't imagine how the negative ones would be.
Just walking through life looking for shit that piss you off. It just, I don't know, seems foolish.
It's, yeah. It's, I'm not even going to say her name. Mainly because I can't pronounce it. But there's one out there that's, oh my God, especially bad. I mean, she's famous for it. It's, Anita Sarkeesian, I think it is.
Oh yeah, Sarkeesian,
Yeah.
the boob armor.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's bitching about Cyberpunk now. She's on a new thing.
Oh, I'm sure she is, because it went so well with her with the Mandalorian boob armor.
Oh yeah, she ate shit on that one, and rightfully so.
Oh, when the guy broke down why they need armor for their different chests.
Yeah, and then people started posting other games where there was boob armor, and then they would post the dude also, and actually the girls had more armor than the dude in some of these gladiator type games and stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's God, she is such a just a. Well, I suppose she needs money. I'm pretty sure I just misspelled her name. There we go.
Anita Sarkeesian, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got Anita right. Just not the other part.
I'm sure if you get it close enough, it'll pop up.
Well, I typed it. I mean, Sarkeesian, Bitch, right?
Yeah, or catch you next Tuesday.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday.
Well, I think it's
Catch
catch you
does
next
make
Tuesday.
more sense though, because C
Because
is.
C starts with an S.
Yeah, I think they're going with the abbreviation, but you're right. Catch you next
But
Tuesday is
I
better.
think catch you next Tuesday is also a little more subtle.
Yes, yeah. You know, the first time I ever heard it, it took me a second. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah. It was one of those. And here we are. I know it's a bummer. The episode's over, but we'll have more. But like I mentioned at the beginning, head over to talktroopers.com, leave us a message, and thanks for listening.